Hi everyone, this is the final episode of a little guitar setup series, and today we're adjusting the pickup height. This is the last step to a full guitar setup and should be done after the truss rod, the string action and the intonation setups. In case you missed one of the other episodes, here's a full playlist for you to watch. This is Rina and you're watching Bandforge. Before we can get started, let's clarify a few things about the pickup height. It has a huge influence on the sound of your guitar, so before you even consider spending a lot of money on new pickups, try it out. Even more than any other adjustment we've done, this is also by far the most subjective, as everyone's taste in sound is different, but there are some reasonable limits to consider before we can choose our favorite height. Apart from the strings hitting the pickup, the maximum height is limited by a problem that is caused by the magnets. If they are too close to the string, they will pull the string towards them. You can test this by playing the low E string at the 15th fret and listen for weird overtones or tuning instabilities. My Squier Affinity Telecaster has pretty weak magnets in the neck pickup, so you can't hear it as clearly as on a Stratocaster, for instance. But it sounds strangely out of tune. All you have to do now is lower the neck pickup until the behavior is gone. All in all, pickups with pole piece magnets have more magnetic pull than pickups with bar magnets, which are more common in humbuckers. If you're interested in the details about how your guitar's electronics work, please consider subscribing, because there's a lot of content to come. That's the maximum height for the top side of the pickup. Since the high E string is a lot smaller, the bottom side of the pickup usually gets adjusted 1 mm higher than the top side. This is done in order to keep the volume of all strings as homogeneous as possible. Check for strange string behavior of the high E string too, and if needed, lower both sides of the pickup height for ½ mm steps until it's gone. The maximum height is determined by the neck pickup, because the middle and bridge pickups are closer to the bridge, which means that they have less influence on the string's behavior. On top of that, the neck pickup is usually the pickiest, and once it's dialed in, the other pickups are adjusted in a way that keeps the volume of all pickups the same. In case your guitar doesn't have a neck pickup, simply consider the pickup that's closest to the guitar's neck. As I mentioned before, the magnets have a huge influence on the maximum pickup height. But as a matter of fact, the strings do too. The different materials like nickel or stainless steel provide different magnetic pull, and even lighter gauge string is more likely to be pulled towards the magnet because it has less tension. The same applies for drop tunings. Please let me know in the comments below what you like to play. For every new guitar, or to be more precisely for every new pickup, or even every time I change the setup, I like to try out different pickup settings and see which ones I like best and then write them down. My go-to method works with 2 small pieces of tape, a ruler and 2 pens, a black or blue one and a red one. Put 2 small pieces of tape on a plastic surface like this blister and use the ruler and pen to mark a millimeter scale on the tape. If you happen to be an imperial person, go ahead and use something close like 16ths or 32ths of an inch. Put your tiny stick-on scale on the top and bottom side of your neck pickup and be sure that you can read it while tightening the pickup screws. Switch to the neck pickup and play over your amp. If you like what you hear, take the red pen and mark the position like this. Now, take the screwdriver and lower the pickup by 1 mm on each side and repeat the procedure until you've reached sounds that you don't like, or simply the lowest adjustment possible. Here's a comparison of the different sounds my guitar's neck pickup has to offer. The higher the pickup, the fatter and louder the sounds get, and in contrast to that, a low pickup sounds brighter and softer. Because the guitar's hum is not influenced by the pickup height, you will have a better signal-to-noise ratio with a higher adjustment. If you want me to explain more about hum and pickups in general, please give me a thumbs up. If you're still unsure what the best sound is, it's always an option to go with the recommended settings from the manufacturer. Both Gibson and Fender and the others usually deliver their guitars with 9-gauge string, and if you didn't change that, the manufacturer's recommendations should work fine. Here are some example settings from Fender. You can find links for Fender and Gibson in the description below. Some websites offer artist settings. Make sure they make sense with your string gauge and tuning. Stevie Ray Vaughan, for example, played 13-gauge strings in an E-flat drop tuning, so his pickup height setting sounds different with your 9-gauge strings in standard tuning. This wraps it up not only for this video, but also the whole guitar setup series. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you've missed one of the other episodes, there you go. If you have a question, of course, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching and see you next week with a brand new video. Bye!